from Wayland High School, Cheri Ritz. And to say a few words about Cheri, we'd like to welcome Nikki Cardosa.
It is truly an honor to be standing here in front of you to introduce the latest Michigan High School Softball Association inductee. This individual has devoted her life to the game we love of softball. Her love and passion for the game started at a young age, watching her role model and father, Wayland Ritz, pitch at the Moline Ballpark. She played high school softball at Wayland Union, where, as she says it, she pitched all the tough games and her sister Deb pitched all the easy games. When not pitching, she played shortstop. She continued her softball career at Michigan State University. This inductee is going to be starting her 37th year coaching softball, her 35th as a varsity softball coach. She coached at Thornapple College for 10 years and is now in her 26th season at Wayland High School. She's compiled a record of 908 wins to only 251 losses. Her teams at Wayland were state champs in 2006 and 2015. They have won 9 regional championships, 20 district championships, and 19 OK Gold championships under her coaching. If her team's achievements haven't said enough, she's been District Coach of the Year 17 times and Regional Coach of the Year 8 times. She was named West Michigan Umpires Association Coach of the Year 2011, and in 2015 she received her first national award, being named the National High School Federation Coach of the Year, and was the finalist for the National High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year. She is also the softball chairman for the National High School Athletic Coaches Association. She is one of the most dedicated coaches you will ever come across. Her teams are literally her family. She devotes so much of her time to make sure her teams are ready to compete at a very high level. In the off season, you will see her watching her teams compete in indoor leagues and clinics, and she is always, all summer long, watching her players play for their travel ball teams. If a player wants to work on their game, all they know that they need to do is call her, and she will find a time to meet with them. She is also a student of the game and attends coaching clinics like this one and many others, and collegiate games all year long. As a varsity softball coach, one of the things she takes most pride in especially is her players that have moved on to play at the collegiate level. If one of her players has a goal of playing collegiate softball, she will do whatever it takes to help get them there. 32 of her players have moved on to play at the next level. They have played at Division I schools such as University of Michigan, Michigan State University and Central, Division II schools such as Ferris and Davenport, and smaller schools such as Hope and Aquinas, just to name a few. If her players do not have collegiate goals, she does everything she can to make them the best player and person that they can be. She has been known in the season to come in on Sundays and stay after dark to help her players make the goals that they want to do. At Wayland High School, she is one of the most highly respected coaches by her peers. Coaches of other sports love talking with her to get new ideas to bring to their programs. On top of all the time she puts into softball, she also has many other roles at Wayland. She is the middle school physical education teacher, varsity boys tennis coach, middle school volleyball coach, detention supervisor at the middle school, and the announcer at the basketball and volleyball matches. She is truly the hardest working person and the most dedicated person I have ever met. Besides being my aunt, she is my hero, friend, confidant, and was my coach. I guess you can say I've been pretty lucky to have her in my life. Without further ado, the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Cheri Ritz.
I feel a little bit like Derek Jeter right now. I can only hope that I can be a winner like Jeter. He has had a charmed baseball life, and I can honestly say that I've had a charmed softball life. He defines what it is to be a Hall of Famer. That is the ultimate honor, and I am completely humbled. God has been very good to me. As I start all of my softball banquets, I thank God, and I always know we have the power of His presence and the presence of His power. I'm honored to be receiving this ring tonight. I am honored to be joining this elite group of coaches who were inducted before me. People that I've admired, names like Diane Laffey, Denny Dock, Jerry Hogue, Betty Warble, Tom Judson, Tom Hudson, Tom Vrujink, Tom Hamilton. Has anyone ever noticed how many Toms, how many great Toms we have in Michigan? These are people I call friends, and coaches like Jack Anderson and Hub Waite, who I got to coach a little travel ball with. And then there's Darren Kalina, who always makes coaching the All-Star game fun for me. I'd like to congratulate Dave. We have two things in common. We are both being inducted tonight into our Hall of Fame, and we both were lucky to coach Stanford's current assistant coach, Jessica Merchant. And so, I don't want to forget Dave, but Jessie says congratulations.
Tell her I said hello. Congratulations on her job.
I'd like to thank my family. I've shared so many softball memories with them, from the College World Series in Oklahoma to winning a state championship. One day prior to winning that state championship, we received the tragic news that Nikki, who just introduced me's father, was killed in an automobile accident. Many good memories, like being a proud Chippewa fan for 5 years and a proud Ferris Bulldog fan for 4 years, just to mention a few, and then a proud U of M fan for 4 years with nieces leading those teams. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for instilling in me what hard work's all about. I'd like to thank my mom tonight for inspiring myself and my family and teaching us that we can do great things through God, who gives us the strength. My mom was a teacher, and my father was a fruit grower, and they often worked sun up to sundown, and I thank them for showing my family what it takes to be successful in life. It's simply put, the hard work that they demonstrated every day. My father and my Uncle Ken really did teach me this game. I spent many hours sitting on the bench as a bat girl, looking up to the man on the mound who was left-handed and kept hitters guessing with pitches that had some crazy movement. My dad spent hours with me teaching me how to pitch. My dad would often ask, "Hey, Cheri, you want me to come to practice tonight? Pitch a little batting practice?" And he was getting old at that time, and I said, "No, Dad, I have it. You've taught me well. I got it covered," and I never took him up on it. I was the AD at Wayland for 9 years, and the worst night of my life was when my dad was my door guard at the basketball game. We played in Forest Hills Northern, and Icy Road is about this time of year, and he didn't make it. He went off the road and 1 mile from his house, and that was the worst night of my life. But I do know that my dad's proud tonight. I'd like to thank my sisters, Deb, my best friend, Missy, and Jenny. I love my sisters. We all pitched, and Missy and I played shortstop when we didn't pitch, and Deb and Jenny played first base. And people often ask me, are there any more nieces in your program? It's like a common question. Well, people know that they helped us win some ball games. Nikki, my assistant, played at Ferris. Jessie, who captained the Michigan team that year for the national title, now at Stanford. Brittany, who's here tonight and in her first year of coaching at Central Michigan. And Macy, who now coaches in Midland. Nikki, Brittany, Macy, and my sister Missy helped us win our first state championship, and it takes leaders like them to win it all. And besides my nieces, I'd like to thank my many players who showed grit and determination to help us win 900 plus ball games. All-state players like Misty Willison, Katie Greenman, CMU, Casey Scully, Ferris, Angel Marin, MSU, Abby Phillips, Muchler, Anderson, Hope, Wormeling, Carlson, Cornerstone, Getty, Obetz, McLean, Tunison, Maurice, Davenport, Leah Morse, who's now at Aquinas, Kayla Maurice, Elma, and even players like C.J. Miller and Chandler Commons, who chose not to play in college but could have. I have really been blessed with many, many great players in my program, and I just named a few. I'd like to thank my coaching staff, Nikki Cardosa, Corey Miller, Brittany DeBoer, and Rick Hauk. I am blessed to have them on my sideline. And my high school coach, Sharon Nelson. I've always wanted to be just like her as a coach, and I still adore her. I would like to thank my teammates at Wayland and Michigan State. They've all taught me how to admire the game. High school teammates like Andy Vandenberg, who now coaches at Western Michigan, and college teammates like Carol Hutchins, who I think you know Carol, don't you? Yeah. I have many people to thank at Wayland Union Schools. Norm Taylor, our superintendent, who is here tonight, Carolyn White, Tom Cutler, Santino DeCesar, Matt Moffitt, and TJ Restow. It is a really, really, really a great place for me to work, and I thank all of them for helping my teams be successful. But this really isn't all about Cheri Ritz. This is about the people that I choose to surround myself with in the sport of softball. Nikki, Corey, Brittany, Rick, and Justin. People that are good for me, people who are good to me, and people who are really, really, really good for my soul. This is about players who choose to buy into our philosophy, and we always manage to get the right kids on the bus. And it's great that they all share this stage with me tonight. And lastly, I'd like to thank the Michigan High School Softball Coaches Association. This is a very hard-working group of people that I'm honored to say that I know and that I can call them my friends. There's another Tom, Kathy, Margot, just to name a few. We have a great association that does a lot for us. As coaches, I thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for choosing Dave and myself to be the 2020 Hall of Fame inductees. The sport has given me so many precious moments just like tonight, and I thank all of you that have been a part of all of those moments. I thank you for allowing me to share 5 minutes. Kathy wrote a little letter saying I had to keep it at 5, but it might be 7. And I will end this by just saying some things that you need to know about me. I think this is the teacher in me, the recap at the end of the class. 1, I love God with all my heart. 2, I love my family with all my heart. 3, I love my coaching staff with all my heart. 4, I love the sport of softball and what it has given me. And 5, I love Wayland Union and Michigan State. Go Green. Thank you, and I love you all.